Hey guys, what's up? As you can see, it is time for Halloween and I was so excited to create this video for you guys because I really wanted to do a skull makeup look that's kind of a take of a smoky eye pretty much all over your face. I wanted to do a normal smoky eye tutorial and I was like, wait, it's October 1st, let me go ahead and just make it Halloween. So I decided to just make this sultry skull look. It's kind of hot. I think it's kind of hot. Let me just move my bags. Oh, I have bangs, by the way, if you didn't notice. If you guys don't have bangs, it'll look a lot more detailed, but my bangs kind of cover up the eyebrow situation. This is actually not that hard to do. As long as you master the smoky eye and all the blending, you can just go to town on the rest of your face. I just tried to make it as easy as possible for you guys, especially for beginners or anybody who feels, you know, not confident enough with makeup or have never dabbled in makeup for Halloween. Give this a try. Make this look whatever you want. You can even do it with different colors. I wanted to do that at first, like a dark blue, but then I was like, Diego. And I was like, nah, let me just make it a sultry brown, dark, hot, sexy, like skull, smoky eye thing. I'm talking way too much. So if you guys want to find out how to achieve this look right here, then please continue watching. To start off with, I'm taking the Mario Badescu facial spray in aloe. It's so good to just make your skin fresh and clean before you put makeup on. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with the eyes. I'm taking the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot to prime my eyelids. This is just going to ensure the longevity of the eyeshadows and make sure that everything looks opaque. I'm gonna go ahead and set that base with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is honestly one of the best powders I have ever used, and I'm setting that just so the eyeshadows can blend a whole lot easier, because we're doing a smoky eye today and we want to make sure that that does not look muddy or patchy. So yeah, taking the Morphe 35O palette, I'm using a light warm brown shade. It's such a pretty transition color. I'm using that in the crease and the outer V. Eventually I apply it all over the lid, so you can just go ahead and do that with a fluffy crease brush right off the bat. And I always make sure to move in circular motions. Now from the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, I'm taking this very warm rusty brown. It's a beautiful shade. I'm gonna go ahead and using windshield wiper motions and circular motions, buffing that into the outer V and crease of my eye, and eventually, again, like I said, just moving my way towards the inner part of the lid. Always work your way up and layer instead of just patting on a bunch of shades. Trust me, it's a lot easier. Taking a clean fluffy brush, I'm going to go ahead and just blend whatever we have to make sure it is flawless. Now I'm taking Kenya from the Saharan 2 palette from Juvia's Place, I believe, and I'm gonna go ahead and deepen up that outer V and crease. Once again, blend, blend, blend. That's the key. Alright, so I'm taking this black eyeshadow from the Morphe 35B palette. It's honestly the worst black eyeshadow I've ever used before. It's so bad. I was so disappointed using this because I wanted to deepen the outer V and then apply it all over the eye, and it just turned into a whole patchy mess. So if you guys have a black eyeshadow that's better than this, I'm jealous. Taking a light vanilla shade and patting that into the brow bone for some extra highlight. Taking these new 113 wispy lashes from Ardell. They're super nice. They're just really big and they flare out a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the center first and then drag the edges in. That's the easiest way to apply lashes, I find, and they're so big and fluttery. Just look at that. And always make sure that the glue is tacky, so let it dry for about 30 seconds. Then I'm taking the Too Faced Brighter Than Sex mascara and lathering my lashes in that. Using the Ordinaries Fluid Primer, this is so good. I concentrate that in the T-zone area, wherever my pores are most evident, and then I just blend it all out. Give myself a little mini massage and just relax before the storm comes in. Now I'm taking the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is a very affordable and high quality foundation. I find that it lasts a long time, and it's very medium to full coverage depending on how many times you would like to layer it on, and it doesn't look that cakey, to be honest with you. So for $5, this is a great foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and take an e.l.f. foundation or a buffing brush and buff that into my skin in circular motions. Taking Kat Von D's L11 Neutral Lock-It Concealer. This is one of the best concealers I have ever tried. You guys know that already if you watch my other videos. And I'm just going to go ahead and tap that into my problem areas underneath the eyes, forehead, nose bridge, around the nose, around the mouth, and on the chin. And just buff that in with a little Fansen buffing brush, which I think is the perfect size for underneath my eyes and all of that jazz. Now taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder and a buffing brush from Real Techniques, what I like to do with my powder is pat it on my skin first, not really a bake, but just pat, and then go ahead and in circular motions just sweep it all off the face. Best technique so far. Now this is the same orangey brown shade that we had used in the beginning. I'm gonna go ahead and take that into the inner corner or like inner deep part of my eye and move my way up towards the brow and on the forehead. So I'm kind of creating like, you know, when you scrunch your eyebrows, you want to make it as exaggerated as possible. And the same exact technique that we used on the eyes, we're going to go ahead and do that in the same area. So keep on working your way up with darker eyeshadows. Again, I'm using pretty much the same color scheme here, especially when it comes to blending all of those shades together to make sure that everything looks cohesive and not like two completely different things going on my face. So yeah, I'm just taking a MAC 217 and just concentrating that darker shade in there and moving around in circular motions to make sure all of that looks like a perfect gradient, because we really want it to look like a shadow and not really like, you know, an actual eyeshadow on our faces. I'm running that same shade underneath the lower lash line. And just darkening it up a bit with some black eyeshadow and buffing that in with a little pencil brush. And make sure to take some more of that orangey rust brown shade underneath the black so it kind of makes your eyes look very hollow and sultry. Now taking a flat shader brush, I'm going to go ahead with the point using a black eyeshadow. This is the same Morphe one. It works a lot better for stuff like this and not really on the eye. I'm going to go ahead and draw out some cheekbones on my cheeks. Go figure. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend that downward very slowly. And we're gonna be using more colors for this to make the perfect gradient on the cheek. By the way, I did not keep it like this forever. I did actually curve it upwards towards the temple. I feel like it looks a lot more realistic that way and a lot prettier. But to each their own, you can go ahead and do whatever you want with this look. As I said, hopefully this just works as a little inspiration guide for you guys. Now I'm taking that same rusty brown and just blending that into the black. You're going to be hearing blending a lot in this video. But just so you can see, that is a pretty flawless gradient, or at least the most flawless I could have gotten it. I'm going to go ahead with that same flat shader brush, and whatever's left on the brush with that black, I'm deepening up the hollow of the little eyebrow creases. The eyebrow furrowing, I guess you can say. Here I'm taking the Kat Von D lightest shade in the Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to be highlighting that little inner portion there to make it seem like that part of my face is just sticking out a lot more than the shade part is. I have like the worst words to describe things. I apologize. I'm running that mascara on the lower lash line as well, and I'm also using some Urban Decay's Zero eyeliner to deepen up the eyes a lot more. Taking the Balm's Mary Luminizer highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and tap that into the inner corners of my eyes and even blend some onto the inner portion of the eyelid just to open up the eyes a lot more. And don't forget that lower crease as well. And just for fun, I also applied that on the brow bone, and this part I found was pretty crucial so it can highlight everything and make it pop out a lot more. I first patted it in that little eyebrow area, and then I blended it all out with my finger, and I went back in with my MAC 217, and with whatever's left on that brush, just blended it all together like we did this whole video. Now taking the Fansen buffing brush, mini little buffing brush, I'm going to go ahead with that same Mary Luminizer highlighter and apply it onto the cheekbones as well as the nose bridge and right in between those little eyebrow furrows. Then I'm taking whatever's left on the fluffy crease brush that we had used earlier and just running that along through the temples and the side of my forehead just to create more dimension in my face and the appearance that I have a much more hollow face shape. Now with some black eyeshadow, This again is the Morphe 35B black eyeshadow. Again, it's like so much better for like these massive face things rather than on the eyes. But I'm gonna go ahead and draw some horizontal lines on the sides of my mouth to imitate, well, a skull's mouth. And I'm gonna go ahead and draw lines for teeth. And I actually didn't do it that perfect. I actually smoked it out afterwards, and I liked the way it looked a lot better. It looked a lot more like grungy instead of like perfect, and I really liked the way it came out. I took some highlighter on a flat shader brush and just put it in between the black lines, and it made my lips and just everything pop out a lot better. And it just, I don't know why, I feel like it tied the whole look together. What do you guys think? I'm so sorry that I'm talking so fast, by the way. I don't know, it's been so hectic. I've been filming so many videos for you guys, so I've been trying to get all of these out as quickly as possible. So I thought I was missing some imperfections, so I decided to add some little cracks on the skull. So I put one by my forehead coming downwards towards my brow, and I also put one on the side of my temple. I just thought these were little details that made it look extra cool, and I also put it on the left side of my temple as well. Now with whatever's left on the fluffy crease brush, I kind of contoured my nose a little bit, not too intense. And then I took a little eyeliner brush, a thin eyeliner brush, and I'm drawing the little, I'm gonna call it a nose hole, because I don't remember what the heck this is called, but you know, that's where your nose is supposed to be. And I'm just filling that in with some black. And I loved, like, I knew I was missing something, and then I remembered, crap, like, skulls have this, like, I must put this on. And then I feel like it just tied the whole look together as well. Now my eyebrows, I almost forgot my eyebrows. I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, this time in Espresso, because this is a much darker look, and I didn't want to, you know, have my eyebrows washed out by all of this intensity around me, so I had to go for a darker color. This is one of my favorite brow pencils of all time. It's $10 and it lasts forever. So good, so good. And we're almost done. What do you guys think about my bangs, by the way? Let me know. Now here I'm taking the fluffy crease brush with that first transition shade we had used, and I'm contouring my jaw, as well as I'm making like a little, you know, the part where my throat is on my neck, and I thought that looked really cool. Just think of like a bunch of crosses. Yeah, I think that really tied everything together. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a darker brown shade, and with a MAC 217, which is a smaller, denser brush, and I'm just defining the shade of that right there, and it just made it pop out a whole lot more, and it looks so cool, super cool. You can also add some blood to it, make it as gory as you'd like, but I just decided to keep it like that, you know, the more simple route. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. Here are some awkward poses of me. Yes, nice work.
I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up, comment down below what you guys want to see next, and of course subscribe for more videos, especially now that I'm going to be doing a bunch of Halloween makeup tutorials. This is a year and I have so many ideas, and this is gonna get a lot more gore because this is cute, whatever. This is like, you know, for the sexy goal. I'm so funny. Anyways, yeah, but it's gonna get a lot more bloody and crazy, I hope. If you do try this look out, don't forget to tag me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. All of that information will be down below in the description box, as well as Snapchat. You can send me some pictures of your cute face with this on. But yeah, if you want to check those videos out, then don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned, alright? Okay, I really don't know what else to say. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching again, because it means so much to me, and it's crazy how much I've grown since the last time I uploaded a video. Like, what, 2,100 subscribers? Like, that's freaking crazy. I just want to thank you guys so much, because without you I am nothing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I love you all very much. Mwah.